Hello everyone, welcome back to another monthly TBR video. This is for the month of January. This is the first TBR Star Hop for the year 2025 and I am a touch nervous for it. I just feel like the game might want to start the year off with a bang, and for some reason I'm just feeling like that's coming. Like I'm expecting it, I'm waiting for it. I just think that's what we're gonna see for this month. But fingers crossed that doesn't really happen. I am feeling fairly confident going into January. I've got some things a little more arranged. I think I'll have a little bit more reading time. Well, definitely more reading time than I did in December, and probably more than I've had the last few months of 2024. So I don't mind it being a little mean, but I'm still a little hesitant on it being too terribly mean because of the number of black holes that would need to go onto the board. So as you all know, I still have one black hole on the board, and let's go ahead and look at how I did with my December TBR to see if there will be another one or if we will be removing it. Y'all can probably guess, but let's go ahead and look. So here I have my stack of books that were on my December TBR, and we're just gonna kind of start off and you're gonna pick up on a theme. So I had A Journey Thrice Begun, which was a gifted book, which I did not read. I had Assassin's Fate, which was Spinner Wheel series. I did not read that. Foul Days, which was, what was it? For a female author. I did not read that. Faye's Bride, for a book that ended in odd page number? Odd page number. I started that one actually, did not finish it. Warlords of Weirdwood, which was for a wormhole pick. I did not read that one. And Wind and Truth, which was for a special edition, and I did not read that one either. So I clearly failed. It wasn't even close. I didn't read a single book for my TBR. I read one book in December, and that was a buddy read for a read-a-thon that I was doing, and I did do that one, and then I started Faye's Bride, and that's it. That's all I read in December. I had a really big test. It was my psychopharmacology test, and I just wanted to make sure that I passed that. I also had a friend that came over and visited, and obviously I wanted to spend time with her while she was here. And I also went to a Dragonsteel, a book conference I've been looking forward to for quite a while. So overall, December was just a really busy month. Plus, like, of course, the holidays, there were some health issue things. Like, it was just a month. It was such a full month. It was a very tiring, it had super high highs, super low low. It was just an exhausting month, and I'm kind of glad that it's over, honestly, and I'm not even mad at myself for completely and utterly failing this TBR. But I really do want to step up my game in January, so let's jump into the game and see what we get. Wait a second. Before we jump into it, I do need to see where the extra black hole is going to go on the board, because I really failed December, so obviously I have to put another black hole onto the board. Here we go. Right here it is. And so I will do a random number generator on my phone, and then whatever number I get is the spot on the board that I will place this extra black hole. Obviously I'm hoping for a small number because, like, why not, right? Okay, I actually know at this point there are 34 places on the board, so that's what I'll put in there. I'm not really too fussed, honestly. Like, it'd be kind of cool if it was on a small number or on a wormhole spot already, but let's see what we get. 15. Okay, I am okay with that. That seems to be pretty right in the middle, so now let's jump into the game and see what I get. Okay, here we go, putting our extra black hole on the board. Oh, that was so close. I was kind of hoping that it would be on this wormhole, so the extra black hole would cover the wormhole. That would have been awesome, but it's okay. We've got this. Hopefully the board is still a little bit nice to me. Nice numbers. 7. I think that one's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And sorry, really loud cars outside. The prompt is mood read. This is the best prompt in the entire game. Oh, I'm so excited. This is a great start. Okay, we are starting off very, very well. I absolutely love this prompt, mood read, because it means I can kind of read whatever I want to throughout the month and it will count for this one. So if I end up doing a readathon, which I will be doing with my Patreons the second weekend of January, then any book that I happen to throw on that game or that happens to fit, I can count it as one of the books for my actual TBR. So this is one of my absolute favorite prompts to get. I'm very happy about it. I'm very happy. This is good. This is a great start to the game. I'm hoping that we continue in this vein. Next roll, be nice. We get an 8. Oh no. Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. No. Oh, that's so rough. For those of you who don't play cribbage, the numbers 7 and 8 adding up to 15 is just like a thing that's forever stuck in my head from playing cribbage. And so the second I saw the 8, knowing I just gotten a 7, oh no, it's fine. You know what? This is the beginning. It could still be nice to us. I need to not freak out yet. I mean, did I get too cocky? Did I get too confident? It's like the game sensed that my anxiety levels went down and they're like, we can fix that. We can bring them back up. And they gave me a black hole. So I'm back at the beginning. It's fine. We'll draw out of the wormhole jar. For those of you who don't know, I know it's a new year, so maybe you are new here, but I have all of the series that I am in the middle of in this jar. I've kind of removed series that I've decided I'm definitely not continuing on, but I did keep some in here that I'm not as excited about continuing on, but like if they come out of here, that's pretty much the only way I would continue them. There are, of course, series in here that I'm excited to continue on with, so I just draw it out, and that is the series that I will read the next book in. There are some chunky series in here, and honestly, every single time I say I don't want Wheel of Time, and honestly, I think I could take Wheel of Time at this point. I need to get back into it. If I just jinxed myself and I got Wheel of Time, I don't know how I'll feel about it. It'll be a weird feeling. Ooh. Okay. Zodiac Academy. Okay. I can do that. I can continue on with the Zodiac Academy series, put it back in there. I don't need to go grab it because I do own the next book in that series. Here we go. So I have read the first 2 books in the Zodiac Academy series, and I am now on the 3rd one, which is called The Reckoning. Apparently, this is a bully romance series that follows these twin sisters who find out that they are actually Fae. They are Fae royalty. They go back into the Fae world in order to take their place at this academy where they are learning to use their powers to become powerful Fae, and they definitely encounter some obstacles. There are some not so nice people there. And it's not gentle bullying. It's very, very intense. I don't know how I necessarily feel about this series, but I am intrigued by the world. I want to continue on with it. So I'm not mad about this going on here. I'm just a little worried because it's now gone on there. We're back at the beginning and I don't know what's going to happen after this. But overall, I'm okay with it. I think this is an okay choice. I am wanting to probably finish out the series this year, so putting it on the first month, I'm okay with this. Here we go, back at the beginning. Come on, be nice. 8, not nice, not nice. Oh, ugh. 8s are like the bane of my game this time. 8s are just not good numbers for me in this game, apparently. Okay, we're gonna pull from the jar again, apparently. Hopefully we can get somewhere on our next roll. Oh man, I can't believe it. I do not know what's happening, but we have hit a wormhole now. So we've hit a black hole, we've hit a wormhole. I think we rolled 8s both times to get those, didn't we? Maybe that is not our lucky number, but even put the lid back on the jar this time. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I jinxed it and I need to put the lid back on. I don't even know. It'd be kind of funny if Zodiac Academy came out again. I think that would be really entertaining to have two of the same series on there. I don't think that's ever happened. Odds are pretty low, but it could happen. I feel like for a while there, I was pulling like the Faithful and the Fallen series every time I got a black hole or a wormhole or something. So we'll see. Okay, I can kind of like see through it. I think I know what it is. Yeah, okay. I'm not mad about this one. This is the Wayward Children series. This one, I don't have the next one in this series. I have most of the ones before it, not all, but I don't actually own this one, so I'll probably just like get it from my library or listen to the audiobook or something. But the next one in this series, I don't even know the name of, but I'll put it up here so you can see the cover, the title up here. But this is a novella series that follows children who go through these portals into these portal worlds and then come back to our world and kind of have trouble readjusting to being in our world, and they go to this school for other children who have gone to these portal worlds. Sometimes the stories are set in our world after they have come back. Sometimes they are set like following this child as they have their experience in their portal world. So I have really enjoyed this series. Plus it is a novella series and I do really like having some shorter books on my TBR as options, particularly in months that I am going to be doing readathons. So this is not a bad choice. I feel like the jar is being a little bit nice to us. I mean, I know Zodiac Academy 3 is pretty long and this one's pretty short, but I feel like both of them should be pretty easy reads. So I'm not mad about this. I'm excited to actually continue on with the series, and I think that this book, I will be caught up once I read this book. So this will help me to stay caught up with the series, and I'm okay. This is a good pick. I'm excited about this, and hopefully we do not keep this up. This isn't a recurring theme of us to just keep hitting black holes or wormholes. We need to make a little bit of progress. So here we go. Whew. Let's do this. I am really needing the dice to be nice to me on this roll. Come on. 9. Ooh, 9's good. 9 is good. Wow, my math was not mathing right there for a second and I panicked, but it's fine. This is a good one. 9. Even though it's a sun, I am not going to complain. What is our prompt? Oh, a book that starts on a page greater than 1. This can be easy or hard depending on the books I want to read for the month. Okay, next prompt was a sun, and the prompt was a book that starts on a page greater than 1. And I may come to regret this decision, but I am putting on Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. I really want to read this month anyway. I am completely planning on reading this. This is probably going to be my first read of 2025. So it makes sense to put it on here. I just always am so worried when I put super thick books onto my actual TBR that I have to read. This one I think is like it's over 1,300 pages long. This is a very long book. This is the Waterstone special edition that I got. It came damaged. I have messaged them because it's got this rip in the back and I'm hoping that they'll give me a non-damaged copy, but we shall see. But this one is going onto the TBR. I am really looking forward to this book. This is the 5th and final book in his Stormlight Archive, which is this epic high fantasy series. It's set in this world where the Alethi are at war with the Parshendi because the Parshendi assassinated their king, and there's just a lot of politics. The magic system in here is amazing. I absolutely love the characters. It is just such a great series. It's one of my absolute favorite of all time. So I can't wait to see how it finishes out. I have been avoiding spoilers, so I don't even really know how people are feeling about it. I haven't even looked on Goodreads to see what the rating is at this point. So yeah. I can't wait to jump into this one. It's going to be my very first one I jump into. I'm almost positive. This is going to be my first read of the year, and ooh, I hope it sticks the landing. Brandon Sanderson always sticks the landing though. So he always does really, really well with ending out series or even like endings of standalone. So I have very high hopes for this. I can't wait, but it is really, really thick. So hopefully the board is nice to me for the rest. Really hoping to get past those 2 wormhole black holes that are coming up. So help me out. 7. I think that's good. Ooh, I think that's good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Okay, we get a moon prompt, and that's a reread. You know, I'm not mad about this. I feel like I want to reread some this year, so this is good. Whew, okay, so for this next one, we got a moon prompt, and the prompt is reread. Sorry, I had to run downstairs to get this because this isn't one I was necessarily prepared to show, but then I remembered I have a second copy, and I'm going to be rereading Elantris by Brandon Sanderson. Here is the view of the side. This is the leather-bound edition, and I absolutely love it. I think that these editions are stunning, but I don't actually read them, so I didn't bring it up as a potential to join the list, even though this is one that I was already planning on reading for the month of January, because I'm going to be doing a reread of the entire Cosmere, and I want to reread it in publication order. I'm going to be doing this with my Patreons. We're going to be doing it pretty much as long as it takes to get through the Cosmere, but I want to do it in publication order because I did not do that when I initially read through all the Cosmere, and I'm just kind of interested to see how he stacks in the different connections to the different worlds when I have read everything else that has been published in the Cosmere. So I will read Wind and Truth before I read Elantris because I do want to have read it before so I can get the connections when I'm going back into Elantris. I can't wait to jump back into this book. I know that so many people are like, oh, it's his first one, it's not as well done. I loved it. I had such a great time when I initially read Elantris. I thought it was so much fun. I liked the characters and the writing style and the world. It was just all something that I really enjoyed, and it was my style, and just I really, really enjoyed Elantris, so I'm excited to jump back into it, see what I think this time around, see any other connections that he has made that I obviously did not pick up on my first time around. I'm not really that great at them, honestly, but yeah. I'm excited to jump back into this world, and we're going to be throwing Elantris on there. There's a lot of rather long fantasy books on this list, but it's probably just going to keep going because that is what I am in the mood for right now. I need all the fantasy. Like, I'm in a fantasy mood, so it's going to keep happening. But yeah, Elantris is going to be going on for my reread. Whew, here we go, rereading the whole Cosmere. I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, here we go. 9. Love it. Okay. Oh, we do get another sun though, but that's okay. We're fine. So a book over 500 pages. I can make that happen. I have some big books I want to read this month, so this should be okay. I hope. Okay, I think I almost might have jinxed myself by saying that I am just really excited to read all the fantasy this month. And the game's like, oh, bet, here you go. A book over 700 pages is going to be your prompt. But I'm okay with it because, you know, the book I'm going to put on is Assassin's Fate by Robin Hobb. I was already planning on reading this in the month of January anyway. I think I started it and read just like a couple pages last month and did not continue on with it, and I need to finish the series. I'm so emotionally invested in these characters and this world. I need to know how it ends. I am really, really excited for this book. This will probably be my second book I read after Wind and Truth because I am just that excited to jump back into this world. This is the final book in the realm of the Elderlings, and it, I believe, is going to be the final book with Fitz and the Fool, who are some of my favorite characters in all of literature. So I know this is another really thick one to put on here. It's over 800 pages, but the prompt said I had to, and I want to. So this one's going on. And hopefully we do not go back to the beginning again, because I don't think we could at this point. I think I would be unsuccessful. So fingers crossed, it's nice to us. Okay. We don't want a 3. Or a 10. Not a 3, not a 10, and I will be happy. I really will even take a small number at this point if it means we don't have to go back to the beginning. Okay, come on, good number. 8. Ooh, that is a lovely number. Oh, I like it so much. Yeah, 1. A sun, and it's LGBTQ rep. Easy can do. Next prompt, we got another sun. but I'm okay with it because we didn't go back to the beginning or go backwards at all. And the prompt was LGBTQI plus rep. And for this one, I'm going to be going with The Fae's Bride by R.L. Medina. This was a book sent to me by my sister. We do this book exchange, and each month we send each other a prompt, or a book that fits a particular prompt, and this was for the month of November, I believe, and I am trying to finish out reading the books that she sent me for last year because I kind of want to film a video talking about the ones that I got, and I did start this one last month. This is a book about a girl who is the oldest in a family of witches, but she has no powers. And it also follows another main character who is a man who has recently become a duke, I believe, and he is part fae. So he's kind of like just people look down on him for his partial fae blood that he has. I believe they're going to have a romance. It's not a super unpredictable plot, which is perfectly fine in cozy fantasy books, which is what this is. And I am looking forward to continuing to read it. It is just a very easy, simple, nice to read book. It doesn't take a lot of brain power and it's just really like comfortable to read. So good to put it on because my list is already super long and very thick fantasy. So this one's probably pretty much needed. Okay, literally anything but a 2. Anything but a 2 and we are good. The odds are so in our favor here. Yes, a 7, perfect. I love it. Boom, yes. That is so perfect, so good. I am very happy about this. This was not that bad of a game. It started off rough, but it ended okay, so yeah. I'm actually pretty happy about it. Let's see what the spinner wheel gives us. Okay, that is it. We are now at the end of the TBR for the month of January. I feel like it's been reasonable. So now we are going to jump into the spinner wheel. For those of you who don't know, I will spin a wheel of prompts and then I have 10 seconds to find a book that fits that prompt, or I have to spin again. And if I get the same one as I spun last month, which I believe was series, then I also have to spin again. I am feeling pretty confident because I did bring up a pretty decent stack of options here, and I have a couple books that I still definitely want to fit onto my TBR, so I'm hoping one of those two will fit into the prompt, but I'm just thinking it's gonna go well. I have some confidence in this, and unless I spin series again, I think I've got it. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got this. I don't think I even need to worry about like stressing about the prompts. Here we go. Ooh, it's quiet. Sorry. Sorry if you can't hear it. Oh, yes! Yay! Okay, it's free pick. Go over there. 10 seconds. I can pick whatever I want. Which one do I want? Ooh, this almost makes it. Okay, I'm going with this one. Ah, it's buried, but I have it. Okay, I got it. Ah. Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This is my Patreon buddy read for the month of January, and I am really looking forward to this. I have heard so many people talking about this series. It's super popular right now, and I think this was originally self-published and then was picked up by a publisher, and it has now been like traditionally published, and I think that the cover is absolutely stunning. This is part of the reason why I was drawn to it, because of how beautiful the cover of this book is and the cover of the sequel, which is also equally stunning. And I just heard people really loving this series, this world, the writing, the characters. I am really hoping that I absolutely love this book because it has dragons in it. It just sounds like something that I will really enjoy. So definitely looking forward to this one, looking forward to chatting about it with my patrons, because sometimes I have some thoughts on fantasy romances. They're usually hit or miss for me, but I'm really hoping that this one is one that I enjoy. So this is the final book on the TBR. The stack is looking pretty thick. I'm a tad nervous, but I think I can do it. Let's check it out. Okay, here we go. So here is the final stack for the month of January, and the game wasn't too mean to me, but I still got some really thick books on here. So I have the next book in the We Were Children series for a wormhole pick. I have Assassin's Fate for a book over 700 pages. The Fae's Bride for LGBTQ rep. Foul Days I put on here in place for mood read because this was my Patreon buddy read for the month of December that I unfortunately didn't get to. And so I am going to be reading it in January for sure. And so I'm guessing it can fit that prompt. Spark of the Everflame for a Spinnerwell free pick. Elantris for a reread. The Reckoning, the next book in the Zodiac Academy, for a black hole pick. And Wind and Truth for a book that starts on a page greater than 1. So this is my stack. It's thick. It's long. I'm a little bit nervous about this, but I am so excited about every book on this TBR. Like, I am looking forward to reading all of these books, and I think they could all be books that I really enjoy. So I'm not too mad about it being thick. I think I can still do it. Plus, I'm feeling very motivated. It's the new year. I am planning on being a little bit more on top of things this year, which I always say, but I don't always do. So we'll see how that goes. But I think that this is doable. I know that I say that all the time and then I absolutely fail my TBR miserably, but I am determined to win this one. I actually really care about winning this month. This month, I am so determined to win. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. And I'm actually so excited for these books. I wanna start the year off strong, and I think that these will be really good. You know, I actually did say I think all of them could be 5 stars, but I'm gonna take that back. I don't think Zodiac Academy will be, but I still think it'll be a fun time. So this is my stack. Let me know what you're reading for the beginning of 2025. Let me know what your first read of 2025 is going to be, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.